Okay, hey, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, we'll be doing another story time of the salon job horror stories. This is episode 4. So I'm gonna tell you right now, if you guys are sensitive to like anything about racism or people being racist towards people, I would say click off now, because this is the story time about that and what I experienced. And you know, people are always like, oh, how do you know he was racist? There was no other reason why this happened. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So this story is gonna be about, I went to an interview, and when the owner saw me, the receptionist called him, the owner saw me, he came out and he was very angry when he locked eyes on me and literally kicked me out of the salon in front of everybody, in front of all the clients. It was a very packed salon and he kicked me out. I even went to the reception. She's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. You were scheduled for an interview, but I'm not sure why he's acting that way. And I was just like, it's okay, if okay, and I left. So my hair school set me up with this this interview. So let's get started to see what happened. So I get a lot of jobs based off of my last name. So my last name, you cannot tell my race from my last name. Most people assume that I'm white because of my last name, my first and last name together. So people do stereotype on people's names on resumes, whether you believe it or not. It happens every single day. I'm not sure if you experience it personally, but it happens to people all the time. So anyway, my school set me up with this job. So I said, oh, I probably got this in the bag because I had prior high-end salon experience. If you guys don't know, I worked in a lot of high-end salons and stuff like that. So all these jobs basically go by looks. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you look good enough for them, they are gonna pick you to work there. If you don't, they're not gonna pick you. I'm sorry, it's just a very vain and like shallow industry. That's just how it goes. So I didn't say I got in the bag because of that. I said I got it in the bag because I had the high-end experience. So I know what level of service that they expect with these customers being so rich and snooty and snobby and stuff like that. So I know. It's around the area up to 60s. I think the lower 60s or whatever. It wasn't easy to get to for some reason. It might have been on the west side. No, probably was the east side. I'm not sure. I've never been around this area before. But all the way there and stuff like that. Was going in for the interview that my school set me up with. I was early and everything like that. So finally made it there. I told the receptionist I was there for my interview. I was sat in the waiting area amongst the clients. I always wear black and stuff like that. I had my hair done. My hair was in curls. Very nice, very polished. And I had gold earrings on. So I always wear hoop earrings, right? All the time. Sometimes I wear like studs depending on where I'm going, but I had hoops on. This was back in the day. Owner walked out from dealing with a client. He was a Middle Eastern man, bald, darker than me in skin color. So the receptionist said that she's here for an interview. He took one look at me, right? And in front of the clients, he said, make her leave, get her out of here. That's what he said. Make her leave, get her out of here. As if I was some disgusting thing that just walked off the street that was not supposed to be in here amongst these other people. Like I wasn't good enough to be there and stuff like that. I was just like, what? I couldn't believe it. And I knew off the bat what it was about. Basically, he looked at me and thought I was a minority. He thought I was Hispanic. He thought I was this. I am minority, but he thought I was a Hispanic minority, basically. And he didn't want me in the salon. If I wasn't white, then it wasn't right for him, basically. He's not even white himself. So I'm not sure why that would be an issue. So if I was his ethnicity, if I was Middle Eastern, right, and my skin was as dark as his, would he have took one look at me and made me leave? Who knows? I have no clue. I don't know what he was on, but he was on some stuff that day. So I'm like, I came all this way for him to take one look at me and assume my ethnicity and didn't even want me in the salon, like around his clients, like I was some type of disease, basically. That's how he looked at me. So after the receptionist, she apologized and I walked out, basically called my school and told them what happened. I told them, do not send nobody else to this salon because they racist, basically. That's just how it is. She's like, oh, I'm sorry that you experienced that or whatever, etc., etc. So yeah, I mean, that didn't take back the money I spent to get there, the time I wasted to get there. I could have been on a different interview with somebody that was not a racist, because that's really what that was about. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I know people are sensitive about racism and racist issues and stuff, but it happens every day and people experience it, and I experience it a lot. So this is not the first time. I've experienced racism all over the city, blatantly in my face. Like they'll let you know, like basically they'll be saying like, oh, I don't want her to wash my hair. They'll tell the owner that I don't want her to wash my hair. And we know exactly why that is, but the owner will say, sorry, I'm on a time crunch. This is my assistant and she has to wash your hair. It's either she washes your hair or you wait for me to finish with my client, and then my schedule will be getting pushed back because of you. Not allowing that to happen. So you're gonna sit down here and she's gonna wash your hair. What is the issue? Like, he tells them like right then and there, like, what is the problem? Like, definitely outrageous with this stuff, especially in Manhattan. And you wouldn't think in Manhattan, in a city, right? There's like 8 million people, all different races come to the city. People from different countries, Australia, Japan, Africa, Asia, Malaysia, everything, right? And people still come over here. You're not even from here, and you're gonna tell me that I can't be in your salon because you assume that I'm a Hispanic person, which that makes no sense. He should not be racist to anybody. I don't care if a black person walked in, a Hispanic person walked in, a Ukrainian person walked in. It does not matter. Like, you picked me to come here, right, for the interview because of my name. You thought that my name meant that I was something that I was not. So as I came there, you act like I just wasn't worthy enough to be in your presence or your client's presence. So if you are gonna be working in these salons, especially the high-end ones, don't be surprised if, like, you know, they talk all nice to you on the phone, then when you get there and they see you, it's a whole different story. Do not be surprised. I should have ended up writing a review on his Google or whatever. What was that gonna do? I can't call the police and say, oh, this guy is racist towards me. Like, what can I actually do? Can I sue him? No, like, unless I had the camera footage and, you know, would say he didn't want me because of racial discrimination. But salon jobs that we sign up for, it's pretty much like off the books. So some are on the books and some are off the books. So they'll be like, oh, wait, we didn't have a record of you being an employee here, so how are we going to do anything about this? You know, like, and then if you get a lawyer, by the time you pay the lawyer fees and you working $50 a day, it's not going to even make sense for you, basically. So I don't know, like, what should I have done? Comment below, what should I have done in that instance? I wasn't going to make a scene in there, obviously. All them people, he could have called the police, and then I would have been in trouble. And they're going to take his word over mine, because that's the city, that's Manhattan. So they're not going to listen to me, of course. So I don't know. I just didn't know what to do. So hopefully my school didn't send other people there to experience that same thing, because my school was pretty much mixed. We did not have any white students there. It was in Queens, so we had a lot. I mean, we did have like maybe 2 girls that was white that was there. But other than that, everybody else was minorities. Black people, Spanish people. Who else was there? I think that's about it. A lot of Spanish, because that was a Spanish area. So yeah, I hope that they didn't send nobody else over there, because he would have told them, get out of my salon, leave. He can't call the school and say, oh, don't send any Spanish people here, don't send any black people here. He can't say that. Like, what type of craziness is that? Like, I don't know, but yeah, he didn't deserve my services. I hope he went out of business. I have no idea. I don't even remember the name of the salon, because if I did, I would tell you guys right here, right now, because I really don't care. But yeah, I don't remember the name of it at all. I might have started with, no, I really don't know, to be honest. I didn't even look back. Once I left there, I was just like, oh, goodbye. So anyway, yeah, let me know, was he in the wrong? Was I in the wrong for just existing, just showing up? Was I in the wrong? I don't know. And I didn't even say anything bad to him. I just literally walked out and walked away. I did not curse him out. I don't do that. I did not try to fight him or nothing like that, or throw stuff around. Like, no, I didn't do none of that stuff. So yeah, let me know what you would have done in that situation, because I'm still stumped to this day when I think about it. Like, could I have done something differently? Like, I don't know. But yeah, he don't deserve me being there. So, oh well, forget him. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and this story time. And my next story time will be episode number 5. And it will be about, I worked at a salon located in the hood. They threw me on the floor with no experience. Owner couldn't do hair at all. She took 50% of my money. So every time somebody walked in, I had to do their hair fresh out of hair school. And yeah, had me in there sweating. I'm telling you. But yeah, they didn't throw me on the floor physically, but they put me on the floor as a stylist, and I'm supposed to be an assistant, just learning, you know? So yeah, crazy stuff. So if you want to see that, I'll see you next time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe.